Hey everyone, it's Mike here. Just before the show starts, I just need to give you a little bit of background. This is a live show. That's right, we went to GEEK Retreat Warrington on Sunday the 26th of June. The show was at 8 p.m. and myself and Paul sat down in front of a paying audience and did the show that you're about to listen to. Unfortunately, Amara couldn't be with us due to work commitments, but I think we had a lot of fun. I want to say a big thank you to Doug, the owner of GEEK Retreat Warrington, and indeed to all the audience for coming along and enjoying themselves. As I say, you'll listen to the show yourself, you'll see that we had a whale of a time, and we can't wait to do more of it. So, until I speak to you again soon, then enjoy the show. Bye-bye.
Did we have a pool on how long it would take one of us to goosh? That's a... Oh, I mean, what... Is it...
Anyway, move on, quick,
moving on.
Quick, run! They came like a bolt out of the blue to discuss everything in geekdom. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the attack of the 50-foot nerds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GEEK Retreat Warrington. Tonight we've got a live podcast coming to you from Liverpool. We have got Mike and Paul from the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds. Make some noise!
We'll do this the right way. It's okay, mate. We can't start the show without the intro, can we? You know.
Cuban Pete is here.
Is that what you're calling yourself these days?
What are you calling yourself?
Mike. I know you've just been on holiday, mate, but you went to Yorkshire.
Yeah, no. I went
like a bolt.
I tell you, okay, let's bring this up now.
Go on,
I just got back from Turkey, and I'm sat by in the bar by the pool. And that comes on, Cuban Pete. It's like I'm expecting you and me and Amara to start coming out with random bits of shit that while I'm sat there.
Well, I'm sorry, but you didn't invite me on your holiday. So what was I supposed to do? Honestly, this guy's taken me to Cardiff before. Now we've been to London together, but will he go take me to fucking Turkey? Will he fuck? Jesus Christ, unbelievable. I don't know.
Can't take him anywhere, to be fair.
I brought you here, so you know.
Well, there is that.
Yeah. So in case people don't know who we are the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast, which is easy for me to say, as you can hear. We've been going for 10 years now, so where the fuck have you all been? No, I'm seriously, we would have been doing this a long time ago if you had all turned up before now. So, but I'm not one to hold grudges, you bastards. So, but yeah, so 10 years, can you believe it? 10 years. So I figured, oh, thank you. So I figured, you know what? Let's mark it with something a little bit different. We've been doing it in front of Zoom and in front of Skype for the last 10 years. So let's do it in front of a bunch of strangers, which isn't the first time I've said that sentence. So, you were the one? Oh, brilliant. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
Does Danny know about this?
So let's move on. So my name is Mike, as Doug mentioned there, and that is Paul, who is he's basically my brother from another mother.
Indeed.
Because a few years ago now, do you remember when Snapchat was first a thing? And everyone was into that, and Face Swap came out. Do you remember Face Swap?
Oh yes, I remember this.
Yeah. So we're out at the pub one day with a few of our friends, and someone says, "Oh, let's take photos. Let's take photos." I think it was Christmas or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So,
because I think you had a glass of wine.
Yeah, Tom? Must have been Tom's.
Yeah,
I don't drink wine.
Yeah, you used it as a prop.
Yeah, wine's piss. Fuck off. No, so we takes a photo of the pair of us, and we're just like, cheers. And someone took the face swap thing,
and put my face on him and his face on me.
You cannot tell the difference.
We sent it to his wife, and she said, "That's a lovely photo of the pair of you." Didn't even realise that we'd swapped the faces on it. I mean, do we look similar? Two dark-haired guys with beards and glasses, So the podcast was almost called Twins, but Arnold Schwarzenegger had the monopoly on that, so it is what it is. And we couldn't get Danny DeVito to be the other one, so it is. But yeah, so we've been knocking about for 10 years now, and we've started just by talking about nerdy shit. We got brought onto a podcast network who did fuck all for us, I'll be honest with you. They were like, yeah, come and join us. We put out like 15 podcasts a week. You'll get loads of advertising and it'll be great. And literally never heard another word from them. And I don't think they've ever actually realised that we've left the network.
You'd have to tell me about that. I just show up and talk shit. You deal.
So
with
do I, but I have to plan it first.
You deal with all the complicated stuff, technology and editing and putting it on the internet. I mean, admittedly, there's the odd occasion that we'll do an episode that I'll actually do everything end to end on. But
it's very fucking rare.
It's
very rare.
It's like 2 in 10 years.
Yeah. No, but so we're just gonna do what we normally do for you, and if you guys enjoy it, then great. And if you don't,
we've already got your money. We're sorry. We're so fucking sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm so fucking. Anyway,
he says that at home as well, right? So speaking of technology, let's hope it fucking works, and we're gonna start the show off by, as we normally do, by talking about some people. Oh, actually, should we do that first, or we should talk about what you've been up to today?
We should talk about what we've been up to.
Do that first. Yeah.
Today, I got to be James Bond. I got to be.
No one's impressed by that, Paul.
My kids for Christmas got me a driving experience at what was it called? Three Sisters.
Looking at me for, wasn't there?
Again, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to them. The Three Sisters racetrack near Preston, and it's driving. It was driving an Aston Martin DB5 and a Vantage V8. And that was, I can hear some of the guys in the audience going, "Ooh, that's nice."
It's a sexy car, yeah.
Damn sexy cars. It has to be said, going up to the DB5, you've seen these cars on telly, or in movies and that, but you just can't get a sense of quite what the shape is and how big they are until you are literally touching it and that close to it.
I'm not going to say what I was thinking of there, Paul.
No, please do go ahead.
No, these people already know anyway. They got better jokes than I can ever come up with. So.
But no, the DB5, it is an absolute classic. The Sean Connery, the Goldfinger car. It's an absolute bastard to drive.
Yeah.
It's a really, no power steering, really, really heavy, and manual gearbox, and the guy had it tricked out so that it looks like the Bond car inside. So it's got a lit up map, and it's got all the switches in the armrest. The thing about the armrest was it got in the fucking way of where your hand goes for the gear stick. So it's like you're trying to drive this thing while your arm's up like this.
Microphone, you've done audio stuff before.
Yeah, I know, but we've got a physical audience who I'm trying to.
But you still got to hold the microphone so the people at home won't hear what you're saying.
They can hear me.
Can they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. If you say so. It's just I'm looking at the lines on the computer here, and they're not as loud as they should be.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, being told how to basically hoon this thing around a track was...
What, this thing?
Hoon.
Can we get a dictionary definition for hoon, please?
Yeah, going round rather fast.
Okay, thank you.
But then the Vantage, the modern, one of the more modern Aston Martins. I mean, this is like a 2012 car. It's not like the bang up to date, but it's still really, really
Paul,
nice.
Still see.
Yeah,
microphone in front of your mouth, not
microphone is in front of my mouth. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how to hold it because you should know by now. You've had enough practice.
Douche.
Moving on.
Did we have a pool on how long it would take one of us to goosh?
Into the pool.
But the Vantage, fully automatic. I mean, that thing really had a lot of power behind it, and you just get like 3 laps, The last lap, the guy really got me to give it some beans, and it's like, wow.
Some beans?
Yes! That's what it is! You're making it go really quite... Make it go a bit fast. But it was really... I do recommend it. Anybody gets the opportunity to do something like... If you like your media cut... I mean, we all remember things like KIT. We remember the 66 Batmobile.
Speak for yourself, you old bastard.
Okay, if you want to go for something a bit more up to date, the cars from Fast and the Furious, they have a lot of vehicles like that, as well as other classic and more modern supercars and what have you. I do recommend it as an experience, whether you are a speed freak or not.
Well, I had a better experience this week than that.
I'm not sure I want to know.
It was my birthday.
Oh, it was. This is true.
I was waiting for an applause from the audience there.
There
we go.
Happy birthday, Mike.
It is an audio podcast. You need to make noise. Yes. No, it was my birthday. I turned 38 on Monday. So I am getting...
Oh, bastard.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. When he turned 40, we had an episode called Paul is Old Now. So I'm only 2 years off my old episode. Jesus fucking Christ, help me.
Which means we're not far off my 50 episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so we'll be doing Paul is Old again.
Yeah, Paul is even older. But yeah, so on Monday, I went out for a meal with my other half, Danielle, who's not here tonight, unfortunately. So, next time, maybe. So she took me out for a meal, and then we went to a comedy club on the Monday night. And then on Tuesday, we went to Liverpool City Centre, and we went to the Doctor Who exhibition at the museum.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right to woo. It was nice to go and see all the props, because, we're big Doctor Who fans. That's how we met.
Yes, it is. Literally on Twitter.
Yes, talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why I said that's how we met.
Yeah. And I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right, okay. It's just I didn't really need elaboration, but thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it. I don't think the microphone picked that up. Someone said insecure much. So I went to go and see all the props, and they had William Hartnell's console there, and
I thought you were about to say they had William Hartnell. I thought I was going to say that would have been clever.
Well, they had his costume behind some glass. So
okay,
yeah.
No, it's actually one of the replicas.
Shut up. And they had a bunch of props and monsters and what have you, and it was all good fun. Yeah. So that was nice. And the best part of it though was right at the very end when you get to the gift shop. So
love a little gift shop.
Oh, love a shop. Yeah, love a little shop.
Always like the little shop.
Yeah. So you come through, and you have to go through this little barrier thing that closes behind you, so you can't get back in. Otherwise, you've got to pay your £16 again, because it's a bit of a rip-off. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's nice, but a bit of a rip-off. So we got into the shop, and they've got all the gear on the walls. It's like, oh, Doctor Who, Worlds of Wonder on a T-shirt. It's like, why do we need to advertise I've been to a museum on a T-shirt? Who goes around with the Leeds Science Centre on a T-shirt? No one does, So
I would debate that actually.
Have you got a Leeds Science Centre?
No. I'm pretty.
Fucking have I when you put it? It's under there right now.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I saw plenty of people for the Leicester Space Centre, the museum they have there.
The Leicester Space Centre.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go and have a look at some spice. Yes. That's as close as I can get. I don't know what the Leicester accent is. I know it's somewhere in the Midlands, so yeah, close enough. But yeah, so they had all the gear on the wall, and I did buy an origami book because I'm a child at heart.
What belt are you up to now?
In
origami.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm an orange belt. That's the page I'm on. Now, you can tell I'm a child because I went out for a meal with the other half a few weeks ago, and we're sitting down at the table, and I says to the waitress, "Oh, I'll have surf and turf, please. Bit of surf and turf. Nice bit of steak, nice bit of scampi. Hello." Oh, that's the trains again. So nice bit of steak and scampi, and he said, "Oh, sorry, we've got no scampi left." I says, "Oh, okay. I don't know what to have then." So I started looking at the menu again. She went, "Do you mind if you have? We could substitute it out for fish fingers if you want." So I goes, "Yeah, go on. I like a few fish fingers. I haven't had fish fingers for a while because the other half, she doesn't like fish." So, like, yeah, okay, I'll have a go with that. And I'm looking on the side, and it comes with chips, and it comes with peas. And I says, you know your peas? Yeah. Can I swap them for beans? Yeah, I don't see why not. Okay. So, it comes back later, and I'm having steak, chips, fish fingers, and beans for me tea. My missus is dating someone who's 8 years old as opposed to 38 years old. And then I went home and played Pokemon. Arceus. I'm playing Arceus at the moment because, it's the best. So I know that's probably controversial, but I don't give a shit. So, that was I'm a child. I don't care.
And to be fair, we've just played them an hour's worth of cartoon theme tunes as our pre-show warm-up.
Yeah, and it's all cartoons that I watched when I was a kid.
And
as opposed to the cave drawings that you watched when you were a kid.
Fuck you.
So, well, let's do the fucking show then, shall we? Hopefully this will work. And
technology.
Let's talk about some people in geekdom. Fingers crossed.
Freaking terror! It's time to discuss people in geekdom.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Right.
We have some favourite people in geekdom that we like to talk about, don't we?
We are going to talk about one of them right now. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we see what Arnold Schwarzenegger's been up to this week? Starts quiet, this one.
The famous comedian Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
My nipples are very sensitive.
Okay. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, as you may know, a few years ago, got himself in a little bit of trouble with his missus. When I say into a little bit of trouble, what I actually mean is he actually got into his maid. And... the kind of giveaway was when the 6'7" lad who looked exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger came with his mum to work for the day, So he's just finalised this week his divorce from Maria Shriver, and he's going to lose apparently 50% of his reported $450 million net worth.
It's going to get a bit of a raw deal then.
Hey. Nah, so he's going to need to get back to work, I think. Because when was the last time you saw Arnie in a movie? Anyone? What was that? No, I haven't seen that one. Oh, fair enough. So according to
that sounds like Arnie's current career.
I know he did a Super Bowl advert when he played Zeus recently.
That needed to be an actual movie, didn't it? I think there were a lot of people who were very disappointed that was not actually a real thing as opposed to just an advert.
Well, what would happen if it was a real thing, Paul?
What? He'd go.
It's enough to blow Paul's mind.
Sorry, I'm just thinking here. It's Zeus. It'd just be real life for him. He'd go around fucking everything.
Didn't think about that. Yeah.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah, no.
That's me remembering my Greek myths and you going, oh yeah.
Yeah, probably best we don't get that movie then. Can you think of anything else that he should do instead?
Well, I mean,
Come on, I wrote stuff for you earlier this week, Paul. You should be onto it by now. I'm trying to set you up for a bit that we'd wrote,
He's going to be single.
What
can he do about that?
Welcome to Love Island, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. You can imagine. If he gets onto that, he's just like, I'm gonna couple up with someone. I think that's what he said. I don't know. Don't watch the show. So
what is this Love Island of which you speak?
Apparently, it's an island full of maids, and you go there and you go, you got the boobies. Want to come to my chopper? I mean, see my chopper? I mean.
It's not really my. I don't do reality as they kind of
reality.
Yeah,
it's about as real as fucking Super Ted.
No,
Come on, buddy, let's go. We gotta go save the world now.
Look. I can tell you what Spider-Man is up to at the moment. I can tell you what is happening on the.
Yeah, which one?
Any of them.
Toby he's asleep right now. He's having a little nap.
I can tell you what's happening on the Starship Enterprise, but if you get me going with, fuck's sake, Kardashians.
On the aliens of Star Trek.
Yeah, I was going to say the ones with the spoon on their forehead.
Yeah.
I'm completely clueless as regards that. So.
And they are like, we are from the planet Kardashian. Come visit our intergalactic sex tapes.
While we twerk. What twerk? Isn't that a thing the kids do?
I don't watch what the kids do, thank you very much, Paul. Well, speaking of old men who are out of touch, let's move on to 90-year-old composer John Williams. I was going to say John Carpenter then.
You know.
Yeah,
they're
much the
both
same
pretty
thing.
old, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're both composers. But John Williams has apparently said that, he's not said, but he's hinted that Indiana Jones 5 will be his final work. And this is the guy who's brought us a lot of great music over the years. I mean, obviously Star Wars to say the least, but you know, he did all the Indiana Jones. Indiana?
Yeah. Isn't that what Charles did?
Yeah.
I think we
too soon, Paul. It's still too soon.
I think we can get arrested for that
25
one.
fucking years, and it's still too soon. She was the people's princess.
She was. Oh dear. But no, Star Wars.
Jaws. We're in a
Jaws.
tunnel, isn't it?
Close Encounters.
Just me. Yeah, no, he's done fucking everything you can think of.
Superman.
Yeah.
The stuff that people have forgot. The Poseidon Adventure. That was one of his.
Oh God, jeez, I haven't watched that film in like forever.
E.T. Home Alone.
Don't speak about E.T. We went over this before when we were stood over there. No, thank you. Get away.
To be serious, just for a second, because I am allowed to be serious once in a while. He's defined film music for multiple generations. I mean, 7 decades of fuck you. 7 decades. He's been doing, even as far back as doing stuff like Lost in Space and that on telly, as when he was credited as Johnny Williams.
Yes. Oh yeah, Johnny Williams. Yeah. He looks like a Johnny when you look at him, doesn't he? There with his bald head and his beard. He's I'm Johnny Williams.
This is music that people are still going to be listening to for centuries to come, like Beethoven,
the Harry Potter theme,
like Mozart. Do we discuss the Harry Potter franchise on this podcast?
Well, I did watch the new Fantastic Beasts movie this weekend, just gone. Let's just say I'm glad I didn't pay to see it at the cinema. It was an improvement over the second one, but it's still not a very good movie. Yeah. Well, speaking of movies that I did pay to see at the cinema, Doctor Strange 2, which you can now see for free if you got Disney Plus. I say free, £10 a month, but whatever. It's so Doctor Strange 2, I don't know if anyone else spotted this. This is the news story that came out just a couple of days ago. We all know that by now is Wanda the Scarlet Witch was the villain in that movie. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but you should have done by now. It's been out for 5 minutes.
Ever.
But apparently a member of the CGI team came out this week and said that she has an extra secret role in the movie. Remember at the beginning where Doctor Strange is fighting that invisible monster that gate crashes the wedding, and then all of a sudden it turns out it's a big green eye thing with tentacles? Yeah? You know that eyeball? Lizzie Olsen's eyeball. Apparently what they did is they scanned Elizabeth Olsen's, she's got a weird name to say, Elizabeth Olsen. They scanned her eyeball dead close up as like high-res scan as you can get, and they put that on the monster so as to be an extra super secret hint as to who the true villain was of the movie. When you're thinking about stuff like that, you've got too much time on your hands, really, haven't you?
Sometimes there is nothing better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
What?
I'm sorry.
Is this one even 1940?
We did watch the same movie, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and...
Oh, God, I've just remembered what he means now. I hate eyeballs in movies.
Why do you hate eyeballs in movies?
Right, I'm 6-7 years old, and I go round to one of my best friends at that age, Craig Burns. He's a massive horror fan, and I'm like, nah, you're all right, you can leave all that stuff. I'm 6, I'm watching Power Rangers, I don't know. So I goes over one night, and he's got a VHS, and he says, oh, do you want to watch this film? Says, what film is it? I'll show you. Pops it in. Anyone here seen Zombie Flesh Eaters by any chance? Yeah, otherwise known as Zombie 2. There is a scene in that where someone hides from a zombie on a boat. That zombie bursts its arms through the doors on this said boat and grabs this person's head and starts to pull them closer and closer and closer until there's a wooden bit right in their eyeball. Ever since then, I don't do eyeballs.
And yet you are still a massive horror fan.
Yeah.
It didn't put you off horror movies at all.
Only ones that have eyeballs in them. Like Hostel, I'll watch Hostel all day long. The Achilles tendon bit, not a problem. The eyeball bit, fuck off. No, so I can even watch like Martyrs and watch people get flayed alive, but as soon as there's anything near an eyeball, no, I can't watch it. I just can't. I think there was even something on Stranger Things, the new season of Stranger Things. Wasn't there an eyeball movement in there? I had to look away. I couldn't do it. Oh, no. Stop talking about eyeballs. I can't do it. No, I'm getting pains in my eye now just by even thinking about it. Yeah, I am. All right, I'm going to move on then. Let's talk about films. Fuck it.
Thrills and chills abound in movie news.
Didn't I sound boss 10 years ago? Trying to pretend to be like an announcer. Hello, it's a movie news time. Yeah, we need to update those. Really,
Yeah, we do.
It's okay. I've got a better one for the next one. Who's excited for the Flash movie?
Yay!
One person.
It's the one person who hasn't heard.
Oh, apparently no, you've not heard. Oh, right, okay. So, as we all flocked to the cinema to see Justice League and saw Ezra Miller as the Flash. Yeah, Ezra Miller is not a very nice person, it turns out. Now, I have to preface this beginning of this section by saying the word allegedly. For all of this, but the first part, actually, I don't need to, because allegations have been abound upon Ezra Miller recently. It all started a couple of years ago. Don't know if you remember when they were caught on video with a female fan who came over to say, "Oh, hi, I love your movie," and they gripped them by the throat and pushed them to the floor. Do you remember that?
Shook them warmly by the throat.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say.
Yet it is.
It wasn't easy for her to say afterwards.
I love you, Ezra Miller. You're my favourite actor.
So we had that, and then things kind of went quiet for a while until they started filming the Flash movie, which I don't know if everyone's seen the trailer. Anyone seen the trailer? No, I don't
really
fucking blame
okay.
you. So the trailer seems to it's a very loose adaptation of the Flashpoint comic book series, and in said trailer you get to see there are two Ezra Millers on screen at some point. So looks like the Flash goes back in time, changes the past, and ends up with two versions of themselves in the present, and then hijinks ensue. So basically what's happened now is between that movie being filmed and being pushed back to the point where it's coming out in summer of next year, Ezra Miller seems to have gone off the deep end. And let's see, let's go through the checklist here, what I've got. So they've been now accused of, again, allegedly, physically abusing their ex-girlfriend. They've apparently been grooming a 12-year-old child with alcohol and LSD. And now, apparently, they have taken a woman and her child into their home to apparently escape domestic violence. But the child is now in a home which has weapons and drugs freely accessible about the place. I was reading an article with, I believe it was Variety, where they were saying that the child's father had been in touch with them with photos of the home where there were just guns, including a double shotgun, just on a couch where the child could get to it. There was a photo of a small child with a bullet in its mouth. And what does Ezra Miller think of all this? They put out a load of memes on Instagram basically saying, "I'm on another universe, the police can't find me."
Well, he's just this guy, you know.
Yes. And so they then deleted said Instagram, and now WB, the Warner Brothers, have got to think, what the fuck do we do with this movie? Because how do you market a movie about someone who's alleged to be grooming children and has weapons about the place and drugs and what do you do?
It's basically the movie is unreleasable at the moment.
You think?
It's certainly unpromotable because the person you need to go out there and say, "Please come and watch our movie," is the star, and the star is
insane,
crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
let's run the trailer in front of that Jimmy Savile thing that's coming out. Yeah, that'll work, won't it?
Yeah. But
Has everyone seen that? There's a Jimmy Savile movie coming out with Alan Partridge as the star. What the fuck's going on? Who decided that?
Look, even the Doctor Who Blu-rays that have just come out of season 22 have managed to use a thing from Jim'll Fix It, but remove Savile from it. So that's how bad that sort of
It's
thing is.
just called Fix It now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But you can't
Get
even,
Bob the Builder flashbacks here.
look. You
Jesus.
can't. Can he fix it? Yes, he can.
Oh, I suppose he bloody can.
Hey.
Shouldn't do that impression. It's not good.
It's not
right.
good. But you
I won't do it ever again.
The
Now
point
or
I was
then.
gonna
Now
make,
then. Now
you
then.
can't
Never.
even dump this film to HBO Max.
Well, we don't get that in the UK, thankfully.
No, but it would just end up on Sky over
yeah,
here.
of course.
You can't even just cut your losses and put it out and then
The
walk
smart
away.
money would be to reshoot the movie, but essentially you've got to reshoot it twice because, as I say, Ezra's playing 2 roles in the movie.
Well, you're effectively going to be reshooting 95% of the movie.
Exactly, and Warner Bros. Ain't going to pay to do that. They did that
No.
once with Justice League, and look how the fucking hell that turned out.
I mean, it's what a 100.
This is a bit more than removing a moustache. You know what I mean?
It's what, a $200 million movie.
Do you think Warner Bros. Are going to want to put $400 million into this damn
But so
mess that no one's going to touch?
On one hand, you just basically burn it and that money is gone, or you throw more bad money after the bad money to try and fix it and hope
but we know
you
what's
get
going to happen
some money back.
If they fix it, if they refilm it and put, like, say, Grant Gustin, the guy who plays the Flash on TV, if they put him in there, you know what's going to happen? You put that out, and then everyone's going to go, we want the Ezra Miller cut. Yeah, we'll be doing that for the next 6 years. Let's be throwing banners over freaking Comic-Con and everything. No, we don't want to see it. No, but the thing is, we are very much stuck in a catch-22 when it comes to this movie because, again, spoilers if you don't know, but the trailer's been out for a while. Michael Keaton's back as Batman.
Yeah, that's the reason
And
we need to
is,
see this film.
This is supposed to be the movie that brings him back into the DC movie universe because he's going to be in the Batgirl movie. There's rumors that he's going to be in the new Aquaman movie. So you need the Flash to set all this up. It doesn't help that the movie's been delayed as it is anyway. So now he's going to turn up in Batgirl before he does in the Flash. But that's a whole nother mess of can of worms right there. But as I say, if you scrap the Flash entirely, you don't have any explanation as to why Michael Keaton's Batman again. You just go, remember Ben Affleck? Nope, neither do we. Let's move on.
Well, I mean, let's look at it just for a second, though. Do you need an explanation as to why Michael Keaton is Batman?
Remember what the show's called, Paul? Yes, I need a fucking explanation.
But your general audience doesn't. All you need to know, all you need to know is Batgirl is a spin-off of those two 80s and 90s Batman movies. So yes, you've got an old Batman who is played by Michael Keaton. They've lived through Batfleck. They've got they
say it like it was the pandemic or something. We made it through, everyone. We went out on a Thursday and clapped for Superman. It was fantastic.
And now we've got vampire Batman. So
yeah. Well,
so they're used to
Vampire
multiple
Batman.
and we've got the Joker without Batman in. They're getting used to these multiple versions of the characters.
Yeah, but when you start to blur the lines and you get a guy who's established to have been the Flash alongside Ben Affleck, and then you stick him with another Batman and just go, elves did it. You know what I mean? No, it's not going to work, is it? But anyway, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that's the story with that right now.
Cleverer people than we will make decisions, and then we'll find out whether it was the right decision or not.
They run movie studios. They are not cleverer than us. They just get paid a shit ton more.
In some respects, they're cleverer than us then, because they get paid a shit ton more.
Fuck. Right. Okay. We're going to move across the street now from DC over to Marvel. And as you all know, a few years ago, Marvel and Disney bought Fox and all the X-Men movies and everything that comes along with that. Yay! And Deadpool, they bought Deadpool back, which is weird to think that a character... The company owns the character, yet they have to buy him back. Makes no sense to me, but what do I know? Apparently, I'm not smart enough to be a movie executive.
Exactly.
But Deadpool 3 is still coming. And it's one of the writers of the movies, Rhett Reese, has said this week that they are working on the story right now, and it is going to be a fish out of water story. about Deadpool ending up in the MCU.
And managing Wrexham FC.
It took me a sec there. I was thinking...
you had to remember there, didn't you?
Is this a Ted Lasso crossover? What the
Well, that's what I'm thinking it'll be.
But yeah, so I mean, when he said it's going to be a fish out of water, I figured that was going to be fucking obvious anyway. You know, he's going to be jumping from one universe to another. Bear in mind that the X-Men universe at this point is about 17 universes in and of itself anyway.
Yeah,
including even in Deadpool 2, where he changed timelines. You know, so
yeah.
I mean, what would you think they should do with Deadpool? What are we thinking? Should he just have been there the whole time? And, like you show scenes from Endgame, and then the camera just pans off to the side, and it's Deadpool taking a piss or something.
I like that actually, but
exactly, yeah. He breaks the fourth wall. You piss on the fourth wall for all I know.
To be fair, I think
Oh yes, round of applause for Danger Dog over there. He was Stanley the whole fucking time.
Oh boy.
Hey, Spider fans, it was me the whole time. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Oh,
yes. To be fair, I think the best thing they could do is just do a film, and the only person who knows that something is different is Deadpool, and he'll be the only person commenting on it.
Paul, we know if there's something wrong in your neighborhood, you don't call Deadpool, you call other people. We know this.
Like who, Mike?
The X-Men, apparently. Yeah, that's the phone number. That's like, you know, when you press it in the keypads on the phone. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just going back actually just 1 second to saying that the writer is a guy called Rhett Reese. He's got a writing partner called Paul Wernick, I believe. If no one else has ever seen it, I really do suggest that you look out at something that they did before Deadpool, which is a TV series called The Joe Schmo Show. Anyone ever heard of it? Yeah. Oh my God, it's fucking fantastic. Imagine Big Brother or Love Island or one of them.
Everyone's an actor. We're back to reality.
Yeah. Everyone's an actor except one person. And they all have to convince this person that all the mad batshit stuff that's going on is real. And it's all just improv comedy. In the first series had, what's her face? She was in that terrible Ghostbusters movie. Don't say which one, how fucking dare you. How dare you. Oh,
we
okay, one of those 4 girls, Ghostbusters. What was her name? I'm forgetting her. Anyway, yeah, she was the main. I forget her. Not Melissa McCarthy. The other one. I forget her name. That's the one. Kristen Wiig. There we go. That's
why is Wig spelled with 2 I's?
Oh, no, not
it's Kristen Wiig, or you know, Wig. This. Look, these. I lay awake at night.
Hey Siri,
bothered about these things.
What? There's plenty more things in the world to be bothered about than why Kristen Wiig.
Well, I told you before, I don't do reality. I worry about, you know, random shit.
If you say so.
Yeah, Jesus I do.
Christ. This is the guy who was telling me before that he keeps a Game Boy in the bedside drawer next to him, and his missus likes to play with it in the middle of the night.
Ba-ding!
What? Is that you or air making that noise? Say no more. Right. What else have we got talking about movies? Oh, right. We're going back to Indiana Jones 5 because there wasn't really much movie news this week. I'm not going to lie to you. We had that Joker news coming out. Everyone see about that? That they're making a sequel to Joker.
Folie à deux.
The most depressing comic book movie of all time, except for that 2003 version of the Hulk.
Before we move on entirely from Deadpool, you mentioned the Hulk and that. It occurred to me recently, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been a multiverse all along.
Yes, that was the whole point of Spider-Man No Way Home.
No. That's not the point I'm making. Iron Man is
Quick,
not...
To the point you're making.
Iron Man and the Hulk are in different universes
to
the rest of
Terrence Howard.
Yes.
Edward Norton.
Yes.
Yes. They covered this in Loki, Paul, where they said that variants can look different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We've all paid attention. Where were you? Yeah, he's in fucking Turkey without me. That's where he was, that cheeky bastard.
Getting a tan.
Where?
All over. Well, most
all over.
I mean, there's some white bits still, but you don't want to know about that.
Right, so we're going back to Indiana Jones 5.
We
And
are.
there's an update from producer Frank Marshall, who's been with the series for about as long as Harrison Ford has, so that's about 90 years by this point. So, old indeed, Paul. So he says, it's a great story. It's a great character. Actually, it's a quote, isn't it? I should be doing this as
You
character.
should be doing it as a voice.
Okay, does anyone have any characters they want me to do this as? Because I do tend to do quotes in voices for some silly reason on this show. Anyone? Okay. Okay. Okay, right. How does Barney sound then? Okay. Hey, kids! Oh, something like that. Something like that. Will that do you? Okay, so he goes, oh, it's a great story. It's a great character. And you're going to be very happy with this movie. What's that? Toad. What, from Mario? What? I can't even remember what that's when he's saying, okay. Okay, the last sentence as Toad then. It's everything I think that everyone wants out of an Indiana Jones movie.
You sure that was Toad and not Kermit?
No, Kermit the Frog is a little bit more like this, Pop. Yep.
The Muppet Show.
But there is one thing that's going to be missing from this Indiana Jones movie, obviously, and that is our friend, the dear departed Sean Connery. Ah, yes. As Henry Jones Jr. Senior, sorry. Junior? Fucking hell. I know he's only a couple of years older than Harrison Ford, but fuck me. Yeah, no, we're not going to have Sean Connery anymore, which, you know, that was what was missing from Indiana Jones 4, let's be honest with you. Because, you know, I mean, what did we get in Indiana Jones 4? Does anyone even remember? No, exactly. We got
The
some crystal
fridge.
skulls.
We
got
got
a
the
fridge.
fridge and a nuclear bomb.
We got that. We got a fridge. We got a nuclear bomb. We got some crystal skulls. We got some monkeys.
Communists.
Shia LaBeouf. Yes, we got you. See how we
Mutt.
can even remember him. That tells you something about his career, doesn't it? Now, see, this is why we need Sean Connery, because everyone always, you know, when you think about the Indiana Jones movies, you've got Raiders of the Lost Ark. Everyone remembers the ball. You've got Temple of Doom. Not many people remember it. They think it's the one with the ball. It's not. It's the one with Kalima when he pulls the heart out the chest and chilled monkey brains. We got that one. And then you've got Indiana. We've got Last Crusade, and everyone remembers Sean fucking Connery. Exactly. No one knows what happened to the movie. They just know that Sean Connery is in it. Liam's face there. No one remember. Okay, you remember what happened to the movie. That's fine. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, there's a Zeppelin. Yes. No ticket. Yeah. Exactly. So. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So it's okay. Okay. So some people remember what happened, but most people remember just Sean Connery. And you know, I miss Sean Connery. I'm sure a lot of people do. He was one of the best James. Well, he was the best James Bond. Let's be honest with you. I watched The Rock this week. Anyone remember The Rock?
It took me until quite.
Welcome to The Rock.
It took me until quite recently to see that film myself.
It's on
actually,
Disney Plus. Just watch it now.
Yeah, that's why I watched it, because it's on Disney Plus.
You just fancy to watch two people just chewing some scenery for 2 hours?
Pretty much.
Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery going at it. Oh, it's a great movie. Yeah. It's fucking fantastic. And it's directed by Michael friggin' Bay. It's three ingredients for the most explosive movie of all time.
Total
It's
mayhem,
fantastic.
yeah. And well, it's Michael Bay doing an old James Bond movie.
But do you know what I love about that movie as well? Is it you know in action movies when the hero kills the bad guy and he says something about like die hard, got like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. It's got all that kind of stuff. This has got the worst one-liner of any movie, where he's just like he's just like, hey, you know that Elton John song, Rocket Man? Well, that's you. You're the Rocket Man. Okay. Am I? Thanks. That's great. Okay, can I be the Piano Man? A little bit of Billy Joel instead? You know, what the fuck? The thing is, though, I could understand if he was an Elton John fan through the film. They've established he's a fucking Beatles nerd. So why is he bringing up Elton John at the last moment? You know, it's... Yeah, but make him an Elton John fan, set that up earlier in the movie. Instead, he's fucking like, oh, yeah, I'm buying myself some fucking Abbey Road album. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, exactly. It's characterization, and they forget the character, and they want to put some shit fucking Elton John joke in there.
Sorry,
makes no sense.
You're expecting character from a Michael Bay movie. Have you seen Transformers, and Transformers?
But I'm also expecting some character from a Nicolas Cage movie, because Exhibit A, Paul, when it plays. when it plays.
No, not the beast! Not the beast!
Thank you. I rest my case, Your Honour. The bees. Not the bees. Not the bees. There's... All right, if we want to take it even further, I will go to Exhibit B, if I can fucking find it.
I thought that was Exhibit B.
No, that was Exhibit A.
I thank you. I'm here all evening.
Drinking impulse, the last one you're getting. Okay. Exhibit C for Cage.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Now, for anyone who's at the back and didn't quite hear that, I believe he said he was a vampire. Just, yeah. It's very subtle, but it's there. So, yeah, I mean, Nicolas Cage, he's... How did we even get it? I was talking about Sean Connery. What the fuck? Yeah. It's fine. If there's one thing this show's known for, it's fucking tangents. I know that much. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Sean Connery.
Yes, him.
Going back to a prepared bit. Right. Sean Connery, if he were back, yeah, so zombie Sean Connery walks into Disney and demands to be in the new Indiana Jones movie. What you do with him?
Oh God, you fucking hell. Dose him in formaldehyde first of all.
Indiana was the dog's name.
Do something about the smell, probably.
Oh, fuck you! You smell, you bastard! How dare you tell me I'm fucking stinking Walt Disney when you've been in your head in a fucking freezer jar for the last 40 fucking years? Yeah, I'm an old wizard. I'm Scottish. I'm the oldest wizard around. Says I'm Dragonheart. That's me.
And yet you didn't want to be Gandalf.
So?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Well, you know, I was determined to be a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We all make mistakes.
That was
young. I needed the money.
That was a good idea, wasn't it? And after doing that, what did you do? You quit.
I didn't quit. I did one animated movie about a wizard. So fuck you. And that's true. Look it up. Yeah. So Sean Connery walks into Disney, Paul,
And goes, ow.
Fucking hell. You know when you speak to someone during the week and say, let's do some like little comedy bits, you know, prepare some stuff and I'll react to it.
Yeah.
And you tell them the setup for it. You may as well just go, you know, and they just ignore you. So just twat them in the end. So Sean Connery walks into fucking Disney.
Yes. It's a good line. It's a good line.
Fucking bastard. Sean Connery walks into fucking ow. He walks into Disney.
Oh dear Lord.
What did the executives say, Paul?
Aren't you dead? Probably, but
No, the rumours of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Indiana was the dog's name. And Jehovah is spelled with an I. Come on!
fucking hell.
Trying to open a fucking bottle of water, literally speak.
Splashing it all over me.
Shut up and speak. Shut up and speak. What the?
What do you think Sean should do?
That's why I asked you earlier in the week to come up with something, Paul, so I can react as Sean Bastard Connery. This bit's going over well, isn't it? Oh my God! I want to be in Indiana Jones 5, please.
Okay, so you want to be in Indiana Jones 5?
Yes, thank you. Hey! Done and seen. For fuck's sake. Jesus fucking Christ. Get me a cobbler, we put some fucking shoe leather in that bit. Jesus Christ.
And it is possible to get blood out of a stone. As proven right now.
It's only because he wants to get to his bit. Because the next section is all on Paul. Because he likes to talk about...
Ooh, diddly-dum, ooh-wee, Doctor Who news.
There we go.
Yeah, we definitely need to do a new one of those. Yeah.
It's been multiple things over the years. I think that's like version 4.
We did have a decent one at one point that had real music and what have you, and then one day I did that, and it's been that ever since.
It's been stuck, hasn't
it?
I've actually got a sounder from Davros. Terry Malloy actually doing something out of Davros for us, but not for that section. Maybe next time we see him. Maybe. Anyway, come on.
The Doctor Who news.
Yeah.
It is my thing. As we mentioned earlier, it is what initially brought us together.
Yes.
And we are still massive.
I said that like Obi-Wan. Yes, it was the thing. That you will be my friend.
These aren't the nerds you're looking for.
Do the fucking Sean Connery bit. Should have done that earlier. I did that, and I was at Southport Comic Con a few years ago. Didn't mean to go to Southport Comic Con. I just kind of turned up. I was going out for the day with the missus, and my daughter was there with us as well. And it's the first time that Danielle had ever met my daughter, Elise. And so we're going to Southport for the day. Just thought it'd be a nice little day out. As we're driving down the road, Catwoman was walking next to us. And this is like the version from Batman Returns as well. So she's like leather dominatrix Catwoman. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on there? Think nothing of it. Parks the car, walks down. Then the Joker walks past. What the shit is going on? And that's when we seen a bunch of Stormtroopers stood outside a building that says Comic-Con written on the front. Yeah, so he says, oh, should we go there then? Something to do, isn't it? Something we didn't expect to be on. So yeah, let's go. And bear in mind, we couldn't go in straight in because we just bought some ice creams because lovely sunny day. My daughter was 10 at the time. Kids love ice cream. Get her an ice cream. Shut her up. Lovely. So we're stood outside waiting to go in, and this Stormtrooper comes over and he's got the gun. He's like wanders over like this. Move that chair. There wasn't a chair there on the day. Yeah. I had to do that. That's me child. Say, fuck off. No, so he comes over and goes, what flavour is this? And she just looks at him like, the fuck are you? Now, bear in mind, she's seen Star Wars at this point. She's not stupid. She knows Princess Leia. She knows Darth Vader. She knows the whole gang. We'd even been to see, I think, the Force Awakens had been come
Force Awakens must have been out by that point.
Yeah, of course, must have been. And we went to see all 3 sequels. So she's just looking on like this, and I'm thinking, oh God, she doesn't like this. She's not a fan of this. Because she gets a bit weird in social situations anyway, especially when there's a faceless dude comes over, leaning over her, staring at her ice cream. So I think, right, what do we do? So it goes over and it just goes to him, this isn't the ice cream that you're looking for. and he goes, this isn't the ice cream that I'm looking for.
These guys are very sharp.
You will go about your business.
I will go about my business.
And just fucks off. But he doesn't just walk like 5 meters. He went about 60 yards down the road. This guy was on it, you know what I mean? He was just like, I'm exactly, yes. He was like, and I was like, shit, am I an actual fucking Jedi? Have I told you that story? I think I've told you that.
I don't think you've told me that one. No. I've got a similar story that brings us back to Doctor Who, actually, because one of the Doctor Who and the Daleks conventions that the Merseyside local group did back in, so this was 2004, so it's just before the series comes back. And we had massive number of people from the classic series there, including a number of the classic Doctors. And my daughter at that time, so 2004,
she's not your daughter anymore.
Simone was going to have been, I'm just trying to work this out, 8, I want to say. 8, yeah. She was ickle, but she came over with her mum, and she runs into a classic 80s Cyberman. So you can imagine, Simone's down there, 6 foot something Cyberman up there, and she's like, ah!
If you're going to move the microphone away from your mouth.
Now, luckily,
look at that on there.
Yeah. See, I can do noise.
Yeah, but if you're going to scream, you go, ah! You don't do that, you just deafen everyone.
So, who comes to save her? The Doctor themselves comes to save her. I want to say it was Colin, at this particular event.
First name terms.
Colin Baker. I have stories. I'm not going to
So
share.
do I.
I'm not going to share them. But what he does
One
was
little tip for you all: if you ever want fucking stories, work at a Doctor Who convention.
he basically comes and rescues. What he does was he got his watch off, a gold watch, and the thing that Cybermen are scared of is gold. Quite often in 80s stories, that you wave gold and it's like gold, and they run off shit scared. It's bizarre. So he gets his watch off and basically waves it at the gets Simone to wave it at the Cyberman to scare it off. Absolutely within. Absolutely in character as the Doctor. He saves a little girl. He's got a photo. When Simone's 21st birthday party, we had a load of photos up on the wall. One of the photos is her and Colin Baker together. It's really quite sweet. Back to the Doctor Who news. Main things. So at the moment, who is aware that in the 60s, there was another Doctor Who that wasn't on telly? They adapted...
What, only two? Shit, three. Bloody hell.
So, for those of you who aren't aware of this, Hammer horror star Peter Cushing was Doctor Who. So, that was his name.
The guy who blew up Alderaan was Doctor Who.
Grand Moff Tarkin was Doctor Who, so his surname was Who, in two movie adaptations of William Hartnell Dalek stories. So Doctor Who and the Daleks and Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD.
I watched that the other weekend on Forces TV.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm that sad. I'm that guy who goes to that channel. Forces TV.
I'm sad to hear that Forces TV is going off air because I've been watching Blake 7 with Joshua because of that. I'm finally working my way through all of Blake 7 again.
Work the way to the horror channel again eventually. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but So the Dalek movies have just been remastered into 4K, which means yes, they're going to be on shiny disc again. They came out on Blu-ray like 8 years ago, and they looked really nice then. So 4K, they're going to be absolutely stunning.
Yeah, Tom gave me his DVDs when he upgraded to Blu-ray.
Yeah. Joshua, my youngest son Joshua, absolutely loves those movies. When he was very little, he went through a period of pretty much in rotation watching the two Dalek movies and the Sylvester McCoy story, Remembrance of the Daleks.
Oh, what a belter story that is.
Yeah, those three stories, multiple times a week. He would yell out random bits of dialogue from Remembrance of the Daleks.
Who are you calling small?
No. Oi, Harry, customer. Yeah, That's it's Ace going into a cafe.
Tiny child scream. Which of those quotes do you think a tiny child is more likely to be screaming out? So unless you've got a business that you've got running on the slide, Paul, little.
Yeah, well, bearing in mind this is my child, so maybe that explains a lot. But so these movies are also being shown in cinemas. A lot of local cinemas. I recommend that you go and see these films. If you've never heard of Peter Cushing as Doctor Who, Roy Castle as Ian Chesterton in the first one, Bernard Cribbins as the companion in the second.
This looks like the kind of audience who get excited for Roy Castle and Bernard Cribbins.
Yeah. I think they would.
Who loves the Wombles? Come on, show of hands. There we go. That tells you everything.
But yeah, definitely should go and see the double bill. It's limited screenings. It's just one-offs, like Sunday the 10th of July, and I think the Everyman Cinema in Liverpool has got it on the following Tuesday the 12th.
Probably should have looked at any Warrington cinemas, Paul, seeing as we're in Warrington.
Yeah, I should have thought of that, but there's this thing called the internet.
Two cinemas in Warrington. Well, they'll probably do them, but Jesus Christ, you guys need to get cultured. Fuck me.
That's what we're here for.
And when I was getting in the car today, I thought, oh God, it's going to take me fucking forever to get here. And yeah, it's because you live in the middle of bleeding nowhere. I mean, granted, it could be worse. We could be in Runcorn. I fucking hate Runcorn. Oh, I hate Runcorn. It's the Slough of the North. I fucking hate it. I used to work in St. Helens. Yeah.
Anyway,
Dicks got paid.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm one of the generation that grew up with all those adverts. Warrington Runcorn, ring Eileen Bilton on 018118181 to set up your business here.
Didn't you have to like speak to the operator and they'd doing all that stuff when you were?
Yeah.
I know you look at that sound, the friggin' PA system there, and you're like, memories.
Rotary phones.
You're reversing the charges, love it. Nah, Paul wasn't allowed to use the phone. His man had one of them padlocks on it. You know what I mean? They're from back in the day.
You don't remember when the internet involved dialing and going.
Yeah, I do. Not that young, Paul. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, no, maybe.
Yeah, you cheek. How many drinks did you
I
have
like her. She can stay.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Misheard. Now.
Anyway, move on. Quick,
moving on.
Quick. Run!
Doctor Who news. Back to the Doctor. Has anybody noticed that Doctor Who's being made at the moment?
I've
in
not
Bristol.
Not here, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's been spotted, yeah.
Yeah. So there's so much amazing news coming out of Doctor Who being filmed in public. Lots of sightings of people like David Tennant and Catherine Tate and other cast members.
Bernard Cribbins! Hey!
Yeah, Bernard Cribbins, absolutely. One of the cast members is legend. Oh, actually, we'll come back to that. So it's some of the potential monsters that we're going to be seeing in what they're filming at the moment.
Yeah.
They've gone with that. Well, it looks like, and it's not been confirmed, Beep the Meep.
Everyone's favourites.
And the Wrath Warriors.
Jesus.
Well, that's not unusual. But Beep. Now, for those of you who don't know, Beep the Meep. This is a character.
And let's face it, that should only be like one or two of you.
Yeah. This is a character that was created for Doctor Who Weekly's comic strip back in 1980 by so it's genius writer Pat Mills, who is probably best known for basically creating 95% of 2000 AD and things like Misty and stuff like that, and drawn by Dave Gibbons, who we know from Watchmen. Exactly.
It's on the shelf over there.
It is.
If you haven't read it, read it. It's fucking fantastic.
So this is like really deep cuts for. I mean, Russell T Davies likes going and taking stuff from old stuff and repurposing.
Yeah.
That's easy for me to say.
Repurposing
it,
yes.
which he did with some of the New Adventures novels from the Wilderness years. And
the Dalek episode of their season.
That was Jubilee. That was a Big Finish production. One of the audios. Human Nature was a Paul Cornell novel.
It was a book. Yeah.
But going back to 1980 and taking a comic book character, it makes me wonder who else could appear from the extended universe. My immediate thoughts are John and Gillian and the Trods.
Roy Castle. I don't care if he's dead. We'll get him in there. I'll play him. Shut up, you.
But seriously, Frobisher.
Oh, yes. No one knows Frobisher. Frobisher is a 5 foot tall talking penguin.
He's a whiffadil.
Yes, yeah. Oh, we need him. And he talks like with a New York accent. He's like, hey, I'm going to be a private detective.
He was. He started out as a private dick.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we could finally get Lisa Bowerman as Bernice Summerfield
Give
on
it
the
to
telly.
me, hook it to my veins, yes please, all day long.
Yeah,
I don't even get. Just do it, because I don't know if anyone listens to the Big Finish audios, but get them listened to. They're fantastic. Anyway, is that all for Doctor Who?
No. What I was going to say.
I'm just looking at the time, Paul.
Oh, okay. I was just going to. Rusty has said, writing this month's Doctor Who magazine. How have David Tennant and Catherine Tate come back?
Through lucrative contract.
Is it
My license fee outside their front door?
Is it a mysterious forgotten excursion for the TARDIS?
No.
Maybe it's a multiverse thing because they're all the rage.
No.
Doctor and Donna from Universe 557?
No.
Why not?
No.
Or maybe, just maybe, it's actually an intricate illusion created by an old enemy of the Doctor's, played by the Dairy Neil Patrick Harris.
No, it's cash. It's all cash. It's got to be cash.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes, I
in
know.
Doctor Who.
Yes, I spotted it.
It's a good thing. I mean, the guy's an absolute. He is legendary.
He's from the planet Doogie Howser. There you go.
Yeah. But I mean, he's gone from this through this amazing career. Doogie Howser, Starship Troopers,
Harold and Kumar.
Broadway, Harold and Kumar. I was going to say. Are you reading my nose? How I Met Your Mother.
You've never met my mother. How dare you?
I have met your mother. I met your dad as well. I've stayed at your house.
Good night.
Just additionally, though, it's not entirely clear who Neil Patrick Harris is supposed to be playing, although the odds-on favourite seems to be...
The odds are he's going to be a snarky American character.
The Toymaker. Who is a character, again, going back to the Hartnell era, from the story, The Celestial Toymaker, originally played by Michael Gough.
Isn't that the character who made Doctor Who invisible for an episode so William Hartnell could go on holiday?
Yeah, and well,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, not only is that true, so Michael Gough, that's Michael Keaton's Alfred the Butler, if you don't know the name. But this was during the period where they were trying to work out how to recast the Doctor. And one of the things they were thinking was, right, we'll make William Hartnell invisible for 3 episodes, and then at the end of the 4th episode, we'll bring him back, and we'll also fuck with the Doctor by giving him a completely new face. So could this be why David Tennant is currently being seen filming and not Ncuti Gatwa, who appears to be swanning around the south of France at the moment because
of Ncuti Gatwa is going to be the new Doctor in case you missed that news.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the new Doctor, so why isn't he filming at the moment?
I don't know. I'm not Russell T Davies. I don't fucking know.
I did.
Exactly. Yeah. If you've got a holiday. Yeah, no, it's like when you start any new job, they ask you, have you got any holidays booked? They have to honour them. Well, I don't know why you throw it away myself, but, it's, holidays, everyone's got to go on holiday. Everyone's been locked indoors for the last 2 years, so if you want to go on holiday, I'll let them.
But anyway, that is...
yeah, well, time doesn't mean anything. Wibbly wobbly. Right, are you done?
Yes, that's the Doctor Who news.
Good, okay, because we've really got to move on to the TV section, and I can't find the fucking sounder for it. Where's it gone?
Hey, technology.
There it is. There we go. Go.
Tremble at the might of the TV section.
Oh, thank God for that. Right, I did have a few bits here. I'm not really... Don't think we've really got time for us. I'm going to just kind of blast through. Obi-Wan and Ms. Marvel are on this week. Obi-Wan, good. Ms. Marvel, not so much. It's okay. It's not grabbing me right now in episode 3. Obi-Wan was good though because they had a fight and everyone likes a fight. Marvel are doing a series based on their character Wonder Man.
Why?
Because WandaVision was a thing and he's tied to Vision and you've got to bring Vision back. So I don't know. But they're going to do it as what's called apparently a Hollywood satire. Now, Nathan Fillion was originally cast as the character. for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and he was only supposed to be just in posters in the background, but you never saw them. So do they keep him on, or do they cast someone else? I guess we'll find out when it comes to Disney Plus eventually. Other Marvel things come to Disney Plus. X-Men 97, continuation of the 90s animated series. There was a leak this week from one of the animators that one of the episodes will be called The Rise of Jubilee, the most generic title ever. And it's supposed to be
since Batman v Superman,
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of stupid title.
I was thinking more Rise of Skywalker.
That's. I didn't think that was
It's the
terrible.
same fucking title, Paul. The Rise of Blank. Yeah. So
The pints of milk. Just going back to Doctor Who for a second.
Oh fuck.
Back in fandom in the 80s, lots of fanzines and what have you, and somebody pointed out that you could just basically randomly make up Doctor Who story titles by going the thing of thing. Hence the Doctor Who story, Doctor Who and the pints of milk.
Yeah, and I'm relating you to Doctor Who and the running time of this episode, so let's hurry up. So this episode is apparently supposed to be styled like an 80s style 8-bit video game. And they're going to be taking on Arcade. Don't know if anyone knows the character of Arcade.
Yep.
Little ginger bastard who basically is Jigsaw. I said little ginger bastard and he pipes up. I love it. Can't wait to see you in the show. Right, okay. Sticking with cartoons, Harley Quinn season 3. Anyone been watching the animated show? Yeah, it's pretty good. I wasn't convinced on Kaylee Cuoco when she was first cast, but yeah, she's growing on me. Season 3 is coming to America's HBO Max in July, so given the fact that it took a couple of years for it to come to Channel 4 in the UK, hopefully it won't be long after, but you never know. And it's going to pick up from where Season 2 left off with Harley and Ivy's relationship at the forefront, so woohoo.
Yeah, on the subject of Channel 4,
Batwoman season 3 part 2.
What? Fat Woman Series 3?
yeah, they've only shown half of the most recent season of Batwoman.
Batwoman?
Yes, that's what
You said Fat Woman?
No, I didn't. I said Batwoman. I'm supposed to be the one who's old and deaf.
You are. What else? Kit Harington is bringing back Jon Snow for the series that no one cares about.
Oh dear.
Yeah, in a series imaginatively entitled Snow. Seriously, fuck off with that shite. No, I jumped off Game of Thrones at Series 5. And
you lucky person.
Judging by the reactions, I'm glad that I did. Yeah, good. Charles Dance died. Oh no. And the final piece of TV news that I've got is that, did everyone see the It movies? Yeah? Oh, good. Do you want some more? No, I didn't think so, but you're getting it. They're doing a prequel TV series called Derry. And it's going to be set in the 60s. So before the losers did what they did. So it's basically just going to be a clown killing loads of people and not getting stopped. So that'll be fun for all the family. Saturday morning. No. It's still going to be produced by Andy and Barbara Machete, the director and producer of the recent movies. And it's said to include the origin story of Pennywise the Clown. Again, no one asked for it.
Yeah, but...
It's a fucking space spider.
Come on. It's not, Hannibal. Nobody asked for the origin of Hannibal Lecter, but we got that. It worked.
No one asked for the origin of Psycho either. But
and that worked as well. Bates Motel is a great show.
All right, okay, if you say so. Well, yeah, he's heard that before. I wish we had a microphone in the audience.
They're ganging up on me.
Next time. Right, so we're going to finish off our news with some any other business.
Any other business?
So this is the section where I enjoy finding weird news from around the world, because why not? And this week we're going to start with an old friend, if I can find his sound, because I wasn't ready, I forgot. Oh, fuck's sake, everything's in the way. Move! So much on the desktop. Right, so we're going to look at this guy. When it works. Fucking hell, this computer's slow.
He's tall, he's dark, and he's having a bad hair day from hell. His cousins have been spotted from Australia to the Himalayas. Exactly who or what is this wild man of mystery we call Bigfoot?
I forgot that was that long, I'll be honest with you. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Right. Apparently a Bigfoot hunter believes that he's heard the chilling screams of the Sasquatch out in the forest during the night. This is a clip that was shared to YouTube by Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization, where several shrill animalistic screams can be heard within the space of 2 minutes. And while the bloke behind the camera didn't actually see the Bigfoot, he claims he could hear it and can identify the scream at 1,000 yards. So where's the video so I can play the scream for you, and we can all decide whether or not this is it. Why is the fucking video not loading? Jeez, I got this ready earlier as well. There it is. Right, okay. So you should be able to hear this when it loads. Don't get better Wi-Fi.
The noise of buffering.
There we go. Here we go.
I hope you can hear this, Al.
That's a Bigfoot, everyone. It's fucking nothing, that is. That's just a bloke in the woods going, "Bah!" Let's do a video for YouTube. Okay, you go and I do that. You do it. Okay. It's fucking Bigfoot, everyone. We've got him at last. Fuck's sakes, what the hell's that? Die a pigeon. I saw a pigeon get run over once, and sorry, you just reminded me. Sorry,
Frankly, I've heard more Bigfoot.
I saw this ginger hair, and it was the blood, and it was
I've frankly heard more Bigfoot sounding things in North End in Birkenhead. So yeah,
I've seen more Bigfoot looking things in Birkenhead.
That's true. That's true.
And Rumcorn.
Yay!
There we go.
But on the subject of Bigfoot, I see Jack Osborne and person who we quite like the work of, Jay Muse, are going hunting for Bigfoot on Discovery Plus.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Sound like fucking Seth Rogen hiding in the woods. Fucking Bigfoot. Fuck off. Although I do want to see a Harry and the Hendersons reboot now starring Seth Rogen. So Hollywood, can you get on that, please? You're apparently very smart. Next story I've got is, we all know Area 51. Who wanted to go Naruto run into Area 51? No. Fucking hell. More people than I expected, I'll be honest with you. You're all idiots. Says the one behind the microphone, so right. So if you became president of the United States, it's not going to happen. Don't dream as big. But imagine that you did. Imagine. What would you want to do? You'd want to tell everyone there was aliens at Area 51, wouldn't you? That's what Bill Clinton did, apparently. Bill Clinton, when he became president of America in 1993, he apparently asked for an inspection at the Area 51 base in Nevada. He said he asked his chief of staff, John Podesta, who was apparently a huge science fiction fan. Apparently he made an attempt to find out everything about the 1947 Roswell incident, and he admitted that he sent people to Area 51, including National Security Advisor Sandy Berger, because that's who I'd want as my security advisor. Sandy Burger. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere in your burgers, apparently. Anyway, no one else got... Okay, right. So we got a quote here from the former president. So should I try and do a terrible Bill Clinton, or does anyone want to give me a different voice? Kermit. Okay, we'll do...
Yeah. Hey-o. I said we've got to get out of here and deal with this because that's where we do a lot of our invisibility research.
Invisibility research? What the fuck?
What? Did you not actually read this beforehand?
I did, but I didn't spot that bit. Look, imagine Bill Clinton with invisibility research. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. But all of those I did. And none of them knew I was there. Over to you, Al. Nope. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Yeah, so apparently he says there are no aliens, though. Yeah. So that's what they want us to say, wouldn't they? Tinfoil hat time. Yeah. They're all invisible. There we go. Yeah. Sleep with your mouth closed. Right. That's just me saying that. That's not the aliens. Right. Yeah. Right. And our final story this week is about a ram that attacked 45-year. How the fuck do you pronounce this? Hang on. 45-year-old Adieu Chaping. Anyway, this woman got attacked by a ram and it hit her repeatedly in the ribs, and she later died of it. Oh shit. Again, I should probably read this closer.
This is deeply depressing.
Shut up, you're deeply depressing.
No, you're deeply depressing.
Right. Following the attack, the ram was apprehended and placed under police custody. Yes, they put the ram in handcuffs.
I was thinking more North Wales, but you know.
I've arrested my girlfriend, I have. Oh, no. Hey. No, we get wolves out of our village. Right, okay. So, right. So this is from the police spokesperson. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. The what? What, Pinky in the Brain?
Pinky in the Brain, brain.
I can't do it. No, no. I couldn't do that one. Let's see. Think of a different one for me. What? Do a ginger. Our role as police is to provide safety and separate fights. The owner is innocent, but the ram is the one who perpetrated the crime, so it deserves to be arrested, and then later on in the case, she'll be forwarded to the customary court, where the case can be handled. They're going to send a ram to court. How do you plead? That doesn't help me. One bar for innocent, 2 bars for guilty, you know. No, this I don't even know where this is. They're in South Sudan, apparently. South Sudan. So don't take your goats there on holiday. Paul.
Yeah?
If you ever go to the Sudan.
I'm not taking a ram.
You taking me? That's what his missus said. Apparently, despite being innocent, a local court ruled that the ram's owner... Oh, fuck, you know, with these names. I'm just going to call him Jim. Jim will be forced to hand over 5 cows to the victim's family as compensation. Oh, so there you go. Now we've discovered that if ever your ram kills anyone, you have to give them 5 cows. That is the rule of compensation in South Sudan. So that brings me to the end of all my prepared news. This is where things kind of go off the rails a little bit, because when you were coming in, you were asked if anyone wanted to submit any questions for the show. And so now we're going to get to that in a section we're calling Beyond the 50-Foot Nerds.
We're all out of news and topics for discussion. The show is spiraling out of control, and the audience are now in charge. You're Beyond the 50-Foot Nerds.
There you go. I did that this week. God. However many you want, mate. So, Danger Dog, Ranger Danger, pick up your microphone and
let's go.
Let us know.
Right.
He's hiding.
Give the man a round of applause.
Come on, dog. Come on.
Nice.
Let the people see your
Thank
face.
you.
Come on. I should have got an extra chair for you.
I know, but you don't like me.
If
so.
only you own the place, I can get one for yourself.
Or
I
had a staff member that could get me a chair. No. just no. Or okay, she's now an ex-staff member. Okay, that's fine. Right, we got some questions.
Okay.
These are aimed at you guys. Right, so first of all.
Okay.
I'm going to do mine first, because
Okay.
I got one ready. So that way, you know this one's mine, and I've got nothing to do with these.
Fair enough.
At all. Right. You hear all the questions about what would you do if this could mix with this, and you can have genre with genre, right? Of
course.
What about operas and a massive franchise?
Ooh.
My idea for that would be EastEnders and Star Wars. So when you've got that guy going, I'm wanted on 12 systems, He doesn't like you. I don't like you. Then Peggy could walk in and go, get out my pub.
No, I'm just seeing Doc Cotton as the Emperor going, oh, Jim, the space station will be quite operational when your friends arrive.
I would actually point out that in some respects it's already been done, because you may or may not recall that there was a crossover episode of EastEnders and Doctor Who.
Yeah, for the 30th anniversary.
For the 30th anniversary,
In
it was
3D.
like it's like 15 minutes long. Multiple doctors crash landed into Albert Square because of the Rani.
This is real.
It really did happen.
Yeah.
It was for children in need, and then the second episode was on the following night. So it was on Noel's house
When there's
party.
a choose your own adventure as well.
Yeah.
When there was a
you had
cliffhanger,
to,
you could phone
you had
in.
to choose whether the Doctor was saved by Mandy or Big Ron.
You know, those well-known and beloved characters.
But it's a good idea. A sci-fi soap opera is absolutely a brilliant idea.
Dark Shadows?
I was going to say Dark Shadows as an example of genre.
Star Wars is a soap opera. It's in episodes, for God's sakes.
Again, in the early days of satellite TV, there was a show on BSB. So before it became part Sky, called Jupiter Moon.
I was thinking of Spring Hill for a minute, where the characters
Jupiter
had
Moon.
psychic powers and
It
shit.
was a soap opera on a space station around one of the moons of Jupiter.
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
same as.
Yeah. To be fair, a lot of sci-fi these days use soap tropes because they're ongoing storylines. Yeah, no problem with that whatsoever. I do wonder what.
I've got it. For crossing over Star Wars and EastEnders, you've got to have Phil Mitchell as Darth Vader. Perfect. There he is, straight away.
What I want to know is, what would you cross over with Brookside?
Ooh, now what would you cross over with Brookside?
Make it a bit more local. What would we cross over with Brookie?
What? Deadpool.
All right, Deadpool, how's it going? It's me, it's Jimmy Corkin. We're breaking the fourth wall, lad. I've got me fucking denim jacket on. Here's our cracks.
You know. You don't even know how scarily accurate that impression is. Yeah, stories from the past. I'm not allowed to tell them, but stories from the past. Anyway, what would you cross over with Brookside? Oh God, sci-fi thing that you cross over with Brookside. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh fuck me! I've now got this.
Fucking hell! Here's a giant robot. Boom, 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 and the close goes down into the fucking and that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's have a scrap with that angel lid. I don't know.
No, that works for me. That works for me.
There you go.
And anime scouses.
Attack on Brookie. There you go. Fucking giant skinless Ron Dixon's going in. Where's the Moby? God, you're old young. You don't know.
Thing is, because now we've done anime Brookie. I've now got Pokemon showing up in Hollyoaks. I think that's absolutely the sort of thing that should happen in Hollyoaks.
Let's just go throw balls at the fucking Hollyoaks team. Fucking get in there, you twat! I don't care if you're young and pretty. You can fuck off. I've killed Doug.
Let's do another
I live
question.
nearby when they film Hollyoaks. I can hide in the tall grass, actually, now that I think about it. That's genuinely true.
We have got a million questions here of who would win in the fight. Are you ready for these?
Go
Some
on.
of these are absolute
Go on,
belters. Who would win in a fight? You got somebody's put. Look at the length of that. Beautiful.
Jesus.
Beautiful. Right.
Oh.
So many people ask
What I
questions
like.
relating to who would win in a fight between characters, etc. But who would win in a fight between Banana Man?
It has been my pleasure to come here this evening. I am very much looking forward to the Attack of the 54 Nerds podcast. In relation to the question that you asked of, what question do I have for the Attack of the 54? That's what it's like on this fucking card. I'm writing this epistle as I feel quite...
Somebody's used
The
to writing
contestants
exam
in this
question
fight
answers.
is Banana Man, Hong Kong Phooey, and Inspector Gadget, without the aid of their sidekicks. Why would they win?
Right, okay, so that means Banana Man won't have Crow at his side. Let's
I
see.
need to be
Inspector
fair,
Gadget
Banana,
wouldn't have Penny or
but
Brain.
they're all idiots, aren't they?
Who was the third one? I forgot.
Inspector Gadget and
Hong
Hong
Kong
Kong
Phooey.
Phooey.
Yeah.
I mean, if I remember rightly, Hong Kong Phooey was at least...
He was a number one super guy.
Yeah, he was actually quite good at what he did. The others, Banana Man and Inspector Gadget are just lucky.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That is a good question. Would Inspector Gadget be able to use that? Who wrote the question? Was it you? Oh, no, that was Sue. Oh, okay. So, right, okay. So that explains why it's a fucking essay. Right. God, Jesus. Right. So, yeah. So, well, there we go. Would Inspector Gadget be able to use, for example, his telephone hand, should he needed to, or his go-go gadget roller skates, or the umbrella, hat, all that shit that he's got in there?
I mean, to be fair,
If he wanted to.
To be fair, if he's not using his gadgets,
He's fucking talking. What? I'm asking a question. For
yeah,
fuck's
but
sake.
I'm just
It's just you
making
and
an
a portion of the show,
inspector.
Paul. I've got to ask Hughes as well. Hey. If it works for more than 5 minutes. Did you ever watch that program? So he's not using any of those kind of contraptions then, is he? Right. Are we now, is he allowed to use the Gadget Mobile? Because that did work for more than 5 minutes.
Then it's not a fight, it's just running them over.
Exactly.
So no.
Fatality.
I mean, can I just point out that Inspector Gadget without his gadgets is just Inspector.
Inspector? I hardly know her.
Hey!
It's an oldie but a goodie. I thought you were going to say that first you then, Paul.
I was going to say, so was Bill Oddie.
Go grab him, beat him.
In fact, so was the entire cast of Banana Man.
Exactly, yeah, they were played by them.
Some more fights.
Yes, more fights. Yeah, so we've established Inspector Gadget wins by running everyone
Ash
over.
versus Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right, okay. So
controversial.
It would be Ash because he'd operate his chainsaw hand and cut right through the
Wrong
rest of
Ash.
Ash from Pokemon.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, they
I
do
got
the
it.
interesting one, for fuck's sakes. All right, Ash Ketchum would get his baseball cap, turn it sideways, and then throw chainsaws at Yu-Gi-Oh! And have fun with that. Chainsaw, go!
Got a really inventive one here as well. Who would win in a fight between Princess Leia or a queen and an army of rabid corgis?
I thought you were going to say Princess Diana and Queen the band for a moment. Because if it was that, the white Fiat Punto. What? No. Hi. These lights still on because it's got all dark in here for a sec. So Princess Leia or the Queen and some corgis.
Rabid.
Rabid.
Army of rabid corgis.
I'd like to just see an army of rabbits, to be honest with you.
Was the wording the Queen or just
The Queen?
It was the Queen. Sorry, I
The
didn't.
fucking Queen, mate.
Yeah.
I'm on the fucking throne, innit?
For a minute there, I had visions of RuPaul and an army of rabid corgis.
Why am I not surprised you're having visions of RuPaul, Paul? Hang on, RuPaul?
Yes.
RuPaul? Hang on a moment. I think I've figured something out here. God, yeah. Slay Queen.
You can sashay
It's
away.
the first time anyone told him to slay. Fucking hell. Do you know what? Fun fact, if you ever go to Buckingham Palace, it's always nice to refer to it as that old lady's house. It is. So is Princess Leia got any weapons, or, you know?
She may have her own. She has a pistol.
Who wrote
she
this
has
one?
to-
Who wrote this question?
Oh no.
Two people. It was a joint effort. Okay. Has she got any weapons? So she's got a blaster. Okay. So in that case, then Princess Leia, because the Queen hasn't got a blaster.
She's got an army of rabid corgis.
How many's an army?
Yeah.
How many's an army? An army could be 3. I shoot 3
That's
dogs
not an
myself.
army. Three's not an army.
I could shoot 3 dogs. I'm not gonna, but
Look, corgis are small. They may be rabid, but picking them off. Pew, 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 pew.
pew 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 pew.
Barney
Quote there from Paul
McGrew,
Griggs.
Cuthbert Dibble, Grubb, and Nigel Farage. Do you not remember that?
Yes, but fucking hell, just derailed everything a little bit there. But they're not going to know what any of that is. Anyway,
Next question.
Yes.
This one is I love this one.
Brexit.
Correct. Next one.
Thank you.
Which Disney character would make the best pet Pokemon?
Oh right, okay. Disney cat. Well, it's obviously Sebastian the Crab. Obviously. But would there be any others?
Where's the gong?
Mufasa could be pretty cool, I guess. Stitch would be a beast.
Stitch
yes,
would be awesome.
Stitch is a Pokemon. Look at him.
Yeah, I know he is. That's
Shit! I've literally watched this film this week, and
Wreck
I
It
can't
Ralph.
remember that.
I'm gonna wreck it. There you go.
Half the cast of the Sloth from
You were gonna say Zoe
Zootopia.
101 then, weren't you?
Flash the sloth.
Flash, because he can. Because
Dude, that's a
he's
Pokemon already.
He's
That's Slackoth.
He's a speed racer.
Slackoth. There's already one. Wally, yeah. Wally's good, but he's got no offensive capabilities.
More of a Digimon.
At least Sebastian
More of a
Crab's got
Digimon, that
claws. He can throw a block at someone. He's not a Smash Brothers character. A boot from... Yes, that's a good shout. I like that. Yeah.
I think it was, no, I'm going to take this one a little bit seriously.
Okay, all right.
Who would win in a fight?
Princess Diana.
E.T. or the Honey Monster?
Oh, fuck you. So, let me just give a little bit of context to this, because Doug's a twat. So, when I was a kid, I was scared of both of these characters. I learned at a very young age that BBC does not have adverts, because I would watch... I'm glad the microphone picked that up. I learned because ITV, I'd have that on for CITV or whatever, and watching fucking Rod Hull and Emu because that was on ITV. Just why that came to mind.
The pink windmill.
Is that what you call it?
There's somebody at the door.
So back, you kids won't remember, but back when I was little, the Honey Monster, Sugar Puffs, or as they call them these days, Sugar LGBTQ flakes, whatever they're called these days. I don't know what you're at. I didn't look at you. I didn't look at you. So, anyway, Honey Monster, whatever's they're called, them things.
Yeah.
So the advert...
He's telling a dramatic story about his childhood.
Sugar cereal.
I'm traumatized by this. So when I was a kid, the advert used to be, there's a little boy sitting there, and he'd be like, his mum would bring him over a bowl of cornflakes. He'd be like, I don't want that shit. He wouldn't swear. Obviously, it was daytime TV. He'd be like, the fuck's that, bitch? After 9 p.m. anyway. And she'd be like, there's some cornflakes. He's like, I want my honey! And he would fucking rip his skin off and transform into this 8-foot hairy yellow twat. Like it was a PG version of Nightmare Before Christmas, American Werewolf in London. That's a different movie. Yeah, so he's like, I'm getting to the fucking top shelf for my cereal now. Why are you hiding it up there, you cunt? So even the train's fucking doing it now. So I was terrified of fucking my skin tearing off and turning into this yellow beast. And then, me nan, dear departed nan, and miss her, love you nan, but she was a fucking twat. I was scared of E.T. when I was a kid. Because he's a little wrinkly, brown, little fucking finger twat who looks like an upside down foot. Fuck off. A wrinkly brown twat, yeah? Fucking, yeah. And in the movie, do you remember when he gets all white and crusty? Oh, that's freaky. And he's like, dying in a ditch. What the shit? That's terrifying to a child. So I was scared of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as well. Let's just get that one out the way while we're doing trauma. No, but on the advert, when I was a kid, the advert was the little boy in the Cheerios, because the scale's all over the place in that movie. They're the size of an ant, but also smaller than a Cheerio. What the fuck? So, the biggest they can live in Legos. Shit off. So, So in the advert, Rick Moranis is there eating his cereal, and the fucking bowl goes in, and he's in the Cheerio, and I just have visions of the kid getting. They cut away on the advert, obviously, and in the movie, he doesn't eat him because the dog bites his leg. But so I just had visions because I'm like 6 years old or something like this, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell happens in this movie. Is this child gonna get eaten? And he gets a spoon, and in my head, I just think he's going to spoon in his mouth, chew, and then blood's going to start pouring out of his fucking face, and I'm like, oh, no. So I didn't go and see that movie when the rest of my family did. I had to get babysat by my cousin. Regardless, E.T., my nan had a fucking fridge magnet on the fridge that I think it came from a fucking Sugar Puffs packet. So I remember the logo on the bottom corner. I was like one of them, oh, there's a sticker in every packet, collect them all thing. You don't have that on cereals anymore because cereals are boring. Everyone just eats toast or Pop-Tarts or just whatever. What am I talking about cereal for? Anyway, so
he started it.
I know. I'll answer this question eventually. So, none of me nan's fucking house. She has them on the fucking top shelf and have to get to them. My nan used to give us fucking tongue sandwiches. She used to go to the butcher's and get offcuts. She was a fucker, me nan. I love her.
Your nan used to give you tongue?
Tongue sandwiches. Yeah, right. So, she had these frig magnets, and do you remember the scene in the movie where E.T.'s been dressed up by Drew Barrymore? And he's got the purse and everything like that. It was that picture. And he's there on the fucking fridge going like that. Every time I went near the fridge, it freaked me the fuck out. So I didn't like E.T. for that. I probably didn't see E.T. properly till I was about 14. And then I watched it and just thought, well, that wasn't so bad. But, you know, as a child, this little bastard, oh, no, get him away from me. I didn't like that. So, to answer your question, which one is scarier, E.T. or the Honey Monster?
Oh, who'd win in a fight?
Oh, which one?
For fuck's sake, man.
Sorry. I've been traumatized. I don't care. They're both scary of them. I'm going to fucking...
Double KO.
Molotov cocktail in the middle, kill them both. Nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. There we go.
Paul. E.T. wins because because he's basically Jesus Christ. He can die and come back to life.
What's he going to do? Finger him to death?
Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah, E.T. wins.
If you say so. What's he going to do? Fucking revive a plant at him?
Phone home.
Get them back up. Get the boys.
Yeah. Get the parents.
Hey, man, you kind of think you've been talking about RIT behind his back. What the fuck know you?
Get them to land the fucking big spaceship on top of him.
What, like fucking the end of Paul? When the fucking he bang kills. Yeah. No, it was a rainbow most of the time. Yeah. Whee! There we go.
Last one.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Save this one for last because it's deep.
Melt my mind.
No, it's literally deep.
Okay.
Which superhero would you let bum you? Well, we all have our answers.
Does it have to be male or could it be a female with a strap on?
It just says bum. I know what my answer would be. Because he would make me Thor.
That's just the handle of Mjolnir.
So Thor, you can hardly piss?
If he shoved Mjolnir up your ass as like a dildo, and then let
called
go,
it back, and then called it back.
Oh jeez, oh my! Hang on, no, he hasn't got Mjolnir anymore. It would be Natalie Portman. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen the new Thor trailers or anything like that. But yeah, Natalie Portman's gonna have Thor now, the Mjolnir now. So to answer your question,
can I change my answer to Natalie Portman, please?
No, you've already answered yours.
Not worthy.
I'm going to go with Baby Groot.
Got wood.
Yeah, exactly. Although, actually, no, just realised Baby Groot, no. Let's go regular Groot. I was thinking size, but no. Shut up. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to just dig myself out of this hole.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Fix it.
I'll get the Book of Mormon out. Go fuck the baby.
I am Groot. Fuck, Jesus Christ. So, Paul, say something.
If I'm basically, if my life depended on it.
It does.
So I would go...
And you wanted to.
I can just see that Tom Nook behind you giving you the eyes there, Paul. Why, hello. It's a camera, you tit. I'm talking about that.
So was I.
No, why are you waving at the camera?
I wasn't waving at the camera.
Are you making your own little fucking fake taxi, fucking fake podcast situation going on over here?
Joe Schmo, you're not in on it.
Shit!
These are all actors. You've been pwned. If my life depended on it, I would say Mr. Fantastic.
Bold.
Very
bold. Are you hoping he'll shrink it on you?
I think
It's gonna go all the way in.
I
Round the intestines. There we go. That's his face.
Look,
He's like, oh,
the question was asked, and I'm giving an answer.
On the plus side, your prostate's fine.
You got to it before I did.
No, I fucking didn't. Fucking hell.
Asked and answered.
Is that all the questions that we've got?
That is all the questions, guys.
Okay, right. Okay, well, I guess we just got to wrap the show up then. I want to thank, first of all, let's give a big hand to Doug for all the questions there.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-foot nerds.
Thank you. So does anyone want us to do this again? Sounds pretty...
Do I have to agree to that?
You own this place, mate, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay, right, I guess we'll be doing it again at some point then, and we will let you know exactly when that's going to be. Okay, is that still on or is that off? No, it's off. I don't know what that noise was then. All right, don't know what that noise was. I just thought, anyway. Anyway, so for this episode of the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds, all that remains to say is that you can find us online. We're on Twitter, 50-Foot Nerds. That's FIFTY, FOOTNERDS. You can email us 50footnerds@gmail.com. We've got our own individual Twitters. Mine is at Mike G. Bell, which I don't check that often.
And mine is at Auton Scalestar.
That's
I was about to say at Volts of Extot because I'm used to Amara coming next. For fuck's sake.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I probably should have done that, shouldn't I? So normally there's three of us. The show started with me and Amara, and then Paul came on later because he has to gag in. So, but Amara can't be here tonight because she's had to work. So, Amara, you have been missed, but I think everyone can agree that we've had a fun time.
We have had great time.
So, if you want to get in touch, those are the ways to do so. Until next time for the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds, I've been fingered by E.T.
And I'm going to casualty.
Until next time, Geek Retreat Warrington, you can geek out! Woohoo! Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
If you've enjoyed the nerdom in your ears, then why not follow us on Twitter at 50footnerds. You can follow Mike at Mike G. Bell, Amara at Volts of Exoth and at Amara Lunera, and Paul is on at Auton Scalestar. Our website is 50footnerds.co.uk. That's FIFTYFOOTNERDS.co.uk. You can find all of our YouTube content at video.50footnerds.co.uk or search youtube.com/50footnerds. All of our episodes are archived over at bit.ly/50footnerdsarchive. That's 50FTNERDS archive. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds. Email us at 50footnerds@gmail.com or join our Patreon at patreon.com/50footnerds. If you'd like to buy our merchandise, you can visit us over at tinyurl.com/50footstore. That's 50FT store. All of these links and more are available at our Linktree page. That's linktr.ee/50footnerds. FIFTYFOOTNERDS.